The Hulk is many things, but worthy isn't exactly the first thing that comes to mind when we think of the Jade Giant. Then again, stranger things have happened in the Marvel Universe. It's here where our story begins, as the Hulk's alter ego Dr. Bruce Banner finds himself in an all-too-familiar predicament.
I've done it 1,000 times before. I wake up in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by nothing, with only a vague understanding of how I even got there.
Unsurprisingly, the good doctor has learned to adapt to this unconventional lifestyle of his, after years of having to deal with his green-skinned alternate self.
Just a needle and thread, a pack of waterproof matches, and a debit card is all I need to get back to what I might call normal. But it's a long road ahead, and I wouldn't get very far without my stupid purple pants.
This sort of thing has become routine for Bruce, so he proceeds to make his way back to civilization like he always does, by hitching a ride with any good Samaritan kind or clueless enough to offer him one. It doesn't take long before a well-meaning stranger opens his truck's doors for Bruce. It takes even less time before this good Samaritan starts asking questions. But Bruce is prepared for this. After all, becoming a hitchhiker after a night in town as his angry alter ego has honed our hero's skills in the fine art of fibbing. So when the driver inquires about what happened to him, Bruce crafts a relatively convincing story about being a meteorologist who got swept up by a tornado. Like countless times before, it's enough for whoever's listening to believe his alibi. Bruce moves on to the next order of business in his post-Hulk out routine, to catch the news, hoping it would give him an idea about what exactly happened the day before.
Repairs began today at Mount Rushmore after yesterday's attempted ransoming of the monument by the costumed criminals known as the Wrecking Crew. Hundreds were in attendance, but none were seriously injured, thanks in part to the intervention of the...
I've got a bit of a headache. I'm gonna take a little nap.
Right on, man. You earned it.
And just like that, bits and pieces of the chaos that ensued yesterday wash over the world's preeminent expert in gamma radiation. As we learn, the Wrecking Crew held Mount Rushmore ransom. $100 million in exchange for not destroying the national monument. As for Bruce, well, he was just minding his own business. But he knew one thing all too well.
Past experience says you can always count on Bruce Banner to be at the wrong place at the wrong time and do the right thing.
Bruce recalls the destruction, the panic that the Wrecking Crew caused when they arrived at the Memorial Park. But his recollection is cut short when his ride reaches its destination, dropping him off at the nearest town. Bruce takes this opportunity to try and get a semblance of normalcy, or at least what someone like him would call normalcy, using the tools in his survival kit. So he gets cash, clothes, eyeglasses, and a room. He got almost all of this without issue. But when it came to lodging, Bruce is the first to notice that trouble might be brewing.
Wait a second. I know you.
I can't imagine how.
Still, the motel concierge insists that he recognizes Bruce from somewhere, despite Bruce's attempts to just end the conversation and head to his room.
Wait, you're the guy. You're the guy who turns into him. You're the Hulk.
No, I'm not.
Surprisingly enough, the motel concierge tells Bruce something he's rarely heard.
I mean, I'm not who you...
Yeah, you are. And I'm a big fan. Enjoy your stay.
Okay. I have a fan?
Maybe later you can tell me about how you beat down the Wrecking Crew.
Sure, if I can remember.
And remember, Bruce does, as our hero recalls how he transformed into his gamma-radiated alter ego to deal with the menace of the Wrecking Crew. In the present, Bruce patches up his trademark purple pants while watching the news to get more of an idea about the wild time he had as the Hulk just a day prior. What he finds out next, however, is something he's unfortunately all too familiar with.
His defeat of the Wrecking Crew will cost taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars. Authorities tell us it would have been cheaper to have paid the ransom.
With that, more details about his encounter with the Wrecking Crew comes to light. Bruce remembers how the Hulk ragdolled the villains, from crushing Wrecker's stones to literally hammering down Piledriver into the ground. All this was bad enough already. But it was only until Bruce remembers when the Hulk heard a familiar voice that he begins to realize how bad things truly got during the Mount Rushmore incident.
Cease this senseless destruction at once, foul beast!
In the present, Bruce tries to get some food in his belly at the motel's diner when the concierge pesters him for an autograph. The stranger promises he'll keep Bruce's presence here a secret, while our hero continues to deny that he and the Mean Green Machine are actually the same person. Still, Bruce gives the concierge his signature, if only to get the guy off his back. And it's here he remembers the next thing that happened the day prior.
I say again, surrender or face the mighty wrath of Thor, god of thunder.
Hulk don't know why Hairy Lady hit Hulk with lightning, but Hulk don't like.
The Jade Giant gets payback against Thor's lightning strike by hurling the Asgardian hundreds of feet away. And as we soon find out, there are far more hurtful things the Hulk can do to the god of thunder than just thrashing him.
The son of Odin is no lady.
Then get haircut.
Of course, this whole exchange only led to a more heated confrontation between two of the world's mightiest Avengers.
Make me!
Thor smacks the Jade Giant with his mighty Mjolnir, causing him to leak green blood.
Everyone keep hitting Hulk with stick. Hulk don't like. Hulk hit you with stick. See how you like.
But the god of thunder does not listen. Instead, he answers the Hulk's threat with even more wallops from his legendary hammer.
Nay! Grr. Yield, Hulk. The battle is over. The better man has won.
No win. No better. No stronger. Hulk is stronger. Hulk is strongest one there will ever be.
And whether it's by the grace of plot armor or the god of thunder's sheer surprise at seeing the raging green monster in front of him take Mjolnir, the weapon that's exclusively supposed to be his, Thor's hand slips, and Hulk is able to wield the magical hammer. With Mjolnir now in his hands, the Jade Giant wastes no time in getting his payback against the Asgardian. He hits him in the face once. Twice.
Grr.
3 times.
Back.
And one more for good measure. In the end, the Jade Giant leaves Thor's face gushing out godly blood while he lies flat on Mount Rushmore Memorial Park's ground, perhaps more humble than he was prior to meeting the gamma-powered monster. In the present, Bruce immediately recognizes that the same annoying fanboy concierge from earlier who asked for his autograph isn't a man of his word, as an entire unit of military forces encroach upon our hero's position after the man snitched on Bruce. As usual, the cavalry is led by General Thunderbolt Ross, one of the eternal thorns in the Hulk's side. Ross goes on one of his usual tirades about taking the Hulk out, and after listening to it, Bruce gives them all an option.
I don't want anything bad to happen to this town or its people, but I will not surrender to you. So you have a choice to make. You either let me leave here unmolested, or you explain to your superiors how you managed to lose $1 million worth of ammunitions, 6 Hulkbusters, 4 tanks, 2 helicopters, and a small American town, and yet still came home without a Hulk. So what's it gonna be?
Of course, Thunderbolt Ross is not one to be upstaged. So he gives the order to unload their arsenal. To that, the Hulk has only one answer.
Good choice.
Another day passes and Bruce is back to square one, as he wakes up in the middle of nowhere for the umpteenth time with no recollection of everything that happened the day prior.
It's become surprisingly mundane. Sometimes it's a little bit easier, often it's a hell of a lot harder. But it would all be impossible without my purple pants. Crap.
That's all for now, guys. We hope you loved watching this video. Don't hesitate to leave a comment below to let us know your thoughts about this incredible Hulk story. As always, please leave us a like, share, and subscribe to our channel with all your notifications on for more. Why not check out the next video too? We're sure you're going to love it. We'll see you next time. Take care.